stay, or shadows that refuse to fade. A quiet ache I couldn't name, still lingering inside my frame. The room was still, the world asleep, but something in me tried to breathe. A fragile hope I couldn't see was reaching out so quietly. Every tear I held inside fell somewhere I couldn't hide. In the silence, in the blue, I was searching for a truth. I rise with the warm sun, though the night still holds my name. Let the light fall through the broken, every scar, every flame. I rise with the warm sun, even if I'm not okay. There's a softness in the morning that won't turn away. Golden light across the floor, like I've seen it once before, but it feels so different now, like it's teaching me somehow. All the weight I used to hold doesn't have to turn to stone. I can set it down right here, let it fade into the air. I don't need to understand why it slipped out of my hands. All I know is I'm still here, and the sky is crystal clear. I rise with the warm sun, through the echoes of the past. Let it wash away the pieces I was holding too fast. I rise with the warm sun, with a heart that's learning slow how to open to the healing. I was scared to let it show. Maybe I was never lost, just afraid of what it cost to release the pain I knew, for a chance at something new. If the light can find my skin, maybe it can reach within. Every part I tried to run from the dark, I've come undone. I rise with the warm sun, not as strong as I pretend, but there's beauty in the breaking, and the way it starts to mend. I rise with the warm sun, let it hold me where I stand. Every breath a quiet promise, I am more than I had planned. The sky unfolds, a softer view, a different shade of something true. No need to fight what I become.
before I'm ready to. Like there's nothing else to do. The ceiling holds my heavy stare while silence settles in the air. I trace the lines of yesterday. Every word I couldn't say, still echoing, still in my chest. Quiet I can't outrest. But then a light begins to show across the walls I barely know. It doesn't ask me to be strong, it just stays with me all along. It's a gentle start, I'll take it slow. Even if I don't yet know how to carry what I feel, or if any of it's real. It's a gentle start, I'll stay right here, sitting with what's unclear. If I can't be whole today, I'll be soft enough to stay. Rush me out. It holds my silence, holds my doubt, like it sees what I've been through and doesn't need me to undo every crack or every scar, or explain just where they are. It lets me breathe the way I can, not more, not less, just where I am. And maybe that is all I need, a quieter kind of remedy, not fixing every broken part, just waking up. A gentle start. It's a gentle start. I'm still undone, but I'm not where I was from. There's a softness in the light that makes it easier to fight. It's a gentle start, I let it be. There's no rush to steady me. If I'm healing, let it start. Slow and quiet in my heart. I thought I had to leave the pain, or I'd run it in the rain. But it stayed, and so did I, underneath an open sky. Maybe peace is not a place, but the way I give it space, even breaking plays a part in becoming where I start. It's a gentle start, and I'm okay. Not perfect, but I'll stay through the way, through every scar. I'll be exactly where I are. It's a gentle start, I understand. I don't need a bigger plan, just this breath, this quiet part is enough, a gentle start. Morning finds me halfway in a body I don't fully recognize, like I've been living somewhere else and only just returned. The light spills in without a name. It doesn't call for who I was. erase upon the space where something used to answer. I try to gather pieces back, but they no longer fit the same. Every corner of this quiet room feels slightly rearranged. There's a silence I've learned not to interrupt too quickly. It holds the shape of something lost, but never asked me to define it. I let it sit beside my breath, like an old impatient witness to every version I have been, and all I could not carry forward. I used to think that I was whole before the breaking came, but now I see the fault lines were always in my name. No sudden shift, no clear return, no moment where it all makes sense. Only this fragile continuation of something I can't defend. Let the day move through me slowly, like it knows I'm not the same. There are parts I cannot gather, there are parts without a name. Let the light forget my outline, let it blur what I have been. If I'm fading into something, let it be without a skin. There's a grief that doesn't cry, it just settles in the bones. A quiet shift in gravity that pulls me inward slow. I do not fight his presence now, I do not ask it to release. It feels too close to who I am to ever call it peace. And maybe that's the hardest part, not losing what I knew, but learning how to live inside a self that isn't true. No language left to reconcile the distance I have grown. Only this slow unraveling of something once called home. Let the day move through me gently, do not ask me to remain in a shape I've outgrown quietly, in a past I can't sustain. Let the light forget my shadow, let it fall where I begin. If I'm no longer who I was, let me be where I have been. I thought I would recognize the moment I became someone softer, someone stronger, someone I could name. But there was no arrival, no line I could redraw, only a quiet disintegration of everything I thought I was. Morning stays, but I dissolve into something less defined. Not a loss, not quite a gain, just a shifting of the mind. If the light no longer knows me, if it passes me the same, I will sit inside the silence where the light forgets my name.
finds me where I sleep. Not asleep but not awake. Somewhere in between the lines of all I couldn't leave behind. The light arrives without a sound. It doesn't try to pull me out. It rests upon what I have been, and lets the quiet settle in. I used to fight the weight I feel, try to force it into something real. Now I let it come and go, like a tide I'll never know. There's no urgency to change, no need to name what feels this strange. If it stays or if it leaves, I don't hold it, I don't grieve. I no longer argue with the silence. I let it say what I can't say. Every word I try to hold on to slowly faded anyway. I no longer reach for meaning, like it's something I can claim. If it finds me, I will listen. If it doesn't, I remain. There was a time I needed more, something certain, something sure. Now I stand beside the light, and I don't ask for it back. Every thought that used to race now dissolves without a trace. Not resolved, not understood, just quieter than it once could. I don't measure where I've been or compare what might have been. There's a stillness I have found in not needing solid ground. If this is all there is to feel, I won't ask it to be real. If it's hollow, let it stay. I won't push it all away. I no longer argue with the silence. I don't ask it to explain. There's a peace inside the absence, even if it's close to pain. I no longer search for answers hidden somewhere in the gray. If I'm lost inside the quiet, I will let myself just stay. Thought I had to understand, to give my life a place to stand. But understanding never came, only distance, only change. Now I sit without a need to resolve what I can't read. Not complete, not torn apart, just a quieter kind of heart. I no longer argue with the silence. I don't need to be defined. If there's something left within me, it will show itself in time. I no longer force a reason for the way I've come to be. If the silence wants to keep me, I will let it quietly. Every question I outlast, no resistance, no defiance, just a life aligned with silence.
The day begins, I barely move, like I'm afraid of breaking through. The Night still lingers in my chest, in places I can't put to rest. The silence feels a little loud with all the thoughts I can't shut out. But through the cracks a quiet light is reaching in without a fight. I didn't sleep, I only stayed inside the dreams that wouldn't fade. But something in the morning air is telling me I'm still here. It's a gentle start, I need it now, a way to breathe. I don't know how, no steady ground beneath my heart, just holding on to where I start. It's a gentle start, don't ask me why. I'm learning how to not deny the weight I carry every day, just soft enough drift away. The light falls slow across my skin, like it knows where I have been. Every scar I tried to hide feels a little less tonight. I don't have strength to fake a smile or run from everything a while. So I just stand inside the day and let it meet me where I stay. No need to fix what's deep inside, no need to push it all aside. If healing comes, it comes in part, and maybe starts this gentle start. It's a gentle start, I'm still afraid, but not as lost as yesterday. There's something soft within the light that tells me I'll be alright. It's a gentle start, I let it in through every place that's paper thin. No need to rush, no need to run, I'm healing with the rising sun. If I fall back into the dark, if I forget just where to start, I'll hold on to this fragile calm like it's the only thing I've got. Maybe I don't need to be everything they want from me. Maybe just this breath, this part is enough. A gentle start. It's a gentle start, I'm still here, through every doubt, through every fear. The morning doesn't ask for more than opening a quiet door. It's a gentle start, and I can't see a softer side of being me. Not perfect, not a work of art, just breathing through. Gentle start. Morning stands at my door again, like it knows I'll let it in. No resistance left to show, just a shape I've come to know. I move through rooms I've built myself. Every wall reflects someone else. Every choice a quiet design of something I don't recognize. I used to think that if I tried hard enough I'd feel aligned, but every step I place with care leads me somewhere I'm not there. There's a silence in the frame where I used to feel my name. Now it echoes thin and strange, like it doesn't quite remain. I build my days like architecture, lines of purpose, sharp and clean. But the more I shape the structure, the less I know what it means. Every piece is placed to reason, every moment justified. Still I'm standing in the center of a life I don't feel inside. I've been tracing every line between control and undefined. Every version I create leaves another one erased. There's a cost I never named in the progress that I made. Every step that pulls me through pulls me further from what's true. Do I keep becoming more, or just losing what I was? Is there something left beneath all this careful, quiet? 'Cause there's a fracture in the plan I don't fix, I understand. Not everything I hold is something I can command. I build my days like architecture, measured, stable, standing tall. But the more I chase perfection, the less I feel it all. Every line I draw for meaning leaves a space I cannot hide. I am present in the structure, but I'm missing from inside. I thought purpose would define me, give me something I could keep. But it only showed how easy it is to build and not to be. There's a difference I can't ignore between control and something more. Not completion, not a part, just the absence in the heart. I build my days like architecture, still I'm searching through the frame for a glimpse of something honest that still answers to my name. If I tear it down to nothing, would I finally feel the start, or just stand among the pieces of an uninhabited heart? Stay. I don't push it all away. Not rebuilt, not torn apart, just a shape without a heart. doesn't ask my name, it just arrives and stays the same, while something in me shifts again, a quiet I can't comprehend.
I used to move with clearer sight, now every step rewrites the line between the person I once knew and who I'm trying to become.
Every choice feels heavier now, not just where but why and how. Am I shaping something real or chasing what I'm meant to feel?
There's a voice beneath the drive, asking what it means to strive. If I reach the end I planned, will I still know who I am?
Build your day, but at what cost? If you find it, what is lost? Every step you carve in stone pulls you further from your own. Build your day with careful hands, not just chasing distant plans. If you shape who you become, don't forget where you are from. I was taught to chase the light, to measure worth in what I write, and every goal and every win, in every version I begin. But no one spoke of what it takes to carry all the selves we make, or how the silence grows between the person lived and the unseen.
I hold the weight of every try, every version left behind. Do they fade or do they stay somewhere just beneath my name?
There's a fracture in the pace, not a loss but a displaced kind of truth I can't ignore. I am something and something more. Build your day, but let it breathe. Not everything is yours to keep. Every line you try to draw leaves a space you never saw. Build your day, but understand you are more than what you planned. If you shape what you become, let it change you as it comes. I thought purpose would feel like fire, clear and bright and lifting higher.
But it came like something slow, a quiet weight I've come to know.
Not control, not perfect view, just the act of seeing through every doubt and still remain inside the shifting of my name.
Build your day, but don't erase every shadow you must face. You are not a single line, you are time and in between.
Build your day, but leave a part unwritten in your own heart. If you're shaping who you'll be, let it hold your uncertainty. Morning comes, I don't resist. I am more than what I fix. Not complete, not fully done, just the weight of what's to
Morning comes, I don't resist, even if I'm not ready for it. The light spills in across the floor like it has so many times before. I don't reach out, I don't pull back, I just lie still inside the lag of something I can't quite explain. Just a quiet, shapeless pain. The air feels thin, but I can breathe. That's more than I had yesterday. There's no relief, no sudden change, just less of me I push away. I let the silence say its part, even when it's hard to hear. It doesn't promise anything, but somehow it keeps me here. I don't ask for clarity or who I'm supposed to be. I just stay a little more than I could the day before. If this is all that I can do, then I'll let that be the truth. Not a win, not a restart, just a slowly waking heart. that's all. I still hide, not from others, from myself. If I look too deep inside, I might find nothing left. So I move in smaller ways, through the corners of the day, not to fix or understand, just to feel what I still can. Every breath is barely there, like it's learning how to stay. Not a sign that I am healed, just I didn't run away. Maybe that's enough for now, not to leave, not to pretend, just to sit inside the space and not force it to an end. No big meaning, no clear sign, just this moment passing by. If there's something I can trust, it's this quiet holding us, not complete, not torn apart, just a slowly beating heart. Let the day be kind to me, even in uncertainty. I don't need to feel okay, just not worse than yesterday. Let the day be soft somehow, I will stay inside the now. If I bend, don't let me fall, just be near, that's all. I stopped asking for a cure or a version of me that's pure. I just want a place to land, even if I don't understand. If the light can stay this way without asking me to change, maybe I can learn to be something close to gently. Let the day be kind to me, in its quiet honesty. Not too bright, not too far, just enough to reach my heart. Let the day be kind today, even if I drift away. Becoming undone. Like an apology, soft and almost unsure of itself, slipping through the fragile seams of a room that remembers too much. The air still carries yesterday, folding neatly into silence, like something I meant to forget but never truly set down. I lie between what was and is, not broken, just unhealed. A quiet body learning how to be inhabited again. The light does not insist on me, it lingers like a patient thought, tracing outlines of a self I haven't fully recognized. There are echoes in my chest that speak in unfinished sentences, fragments of a softer voice, becoming. No witness to this small return, only breath and the subtle courage of choosing not to disappear. Let the day be tender with me, not as mercy but as truth. I am tired of surviving in the absence of my youth. Let it find me where I'm scattered. Let it hold what I can't hold. If I cannot yet be whole, let me simply not unfold. There is a grief that has no edge, no moment it can be contained. It leaves between the breaths I take a constant, quiet rain. And still I sit beside it now, not asking it to leave, but loosening the shape it takes inside the space of me. I am not who I was before, but not yet someone new. Just a threshold made of silence in the sky I'm passing through. No language for this gentle undoing, no map for where it leads, only the act of staying present inside these thinning needs. Let the day be tender with me in its ordinary grace. I don't ask for transformation, just a softer place to place all the pieces I've been carrying, all the names I couldn't keep. If I cannot rise in light, let me rest without the deep. I once believed that healing would arrive like sudden clarity, a door flung wide, a name returned to me. But now I understand, it is quieter than that. A slow permission to remain without collapsing under the weight of being. Let the day be gentle still, even if I cannot feel all the warmth it tries to give. I am learning how to live, not in triumphs, not in art, but in the breathing of a heart, half in shadow, half in sun, becoming not undone. slips in quietly, like it's careful not to wake all the things I tried to leave, but somehow couldn't shake. There's a stillness in the room that feels heavier than before, like the night is holding on from somewhere in my core. The light rests upon the floor, like it's been here all along, not demanding I be more, not correcting what feels wrong. It doesn't ask me how I feel or if I'm ready to begin. It just stays a little while and lets me breathe within. I don't push the silence out, I don't chase it into sound. I just sit with what is here, even if it's unclear. No need to fix what's undefined, no need to leave it all behind. I let the moment come to me, as gentle as it needs to be. Let the day be kind to me, I don't need it perfectly. If it holds me while I break, that's enough for me to take. Let the day be kind somehow, I am not as strong right now. If I bend, don't let me fall, just be soft, that's all. I cannot name, parts I've learned to hide away. They don't vanish in the light, they just soften in the day. I don't need them all to heal or disappear to feel okay. Just a space where I can be without pushing them away. Every breath a fragile thread, holding pieces still apart. Not a cure for what I've held, but a place to gently start. I don't rush to understand why it lingers, why it stays. I just listen as it moves through the quiet of my days. No clear answers, no design, just this moment, just this time. If there's peace, it's small and slow, almost something I don't know, but I won't turn it away. If it chooses me today, even softness, even grace needs a little space. Let the day be kind to me, even in uncertainty. I don't need to feel complete, just a ground beneath my feet. Let the day be kind somehow, I'll stay present here and now. If I'm breaking, let it show, but be gentle as I go. I used to think that healing came with clarity and brighter days, but maybe it's this quiet truth that never fully goes away. Maybe kindness isn't loud or something I can clearly see. Maybe it's just waking up and letting life be soft with me. Let the day be kind to me in its quiet honesty. Not too much, not too far, just enough to hold my heart. Let the day be kind today, even if I lose my way. I will stay, I won't outrun what I'm slowly becoming. One.
drifts across my face, like it doesn't know my place. It doesn't ask if I'm still here or if I slowly disappear. The room remains the way it was, but something in me doesn't. Every object holds its shape, while I'm losing mine in silence. I speak but it feels rehearsed, like I'm echoing someone first. Every word I try to say arrives a moment late. There's a distance in my skin, like I'm watching from within. Not quite gone, not fully there, just a presence in the air. I'm slowly disappearing, but no one seems to see. Every day I'm fading from who I used to be. I'm still here in the picture, but something doesn't stay. A shadow of a person that's quietly drifting away. I remember sharper days when my thoughts would leave a trace. Now they blur before they land, like they slip right through my hands. Every feeling turns to light, not in warmth but losing weight, like it can't decide to stay, or it's simply come too late. I don't fight it like before, I don't reach for something more. There's a strange and fragile peace in becoming less of me. If I vanish bit by bit, would I even notice it? Or just wake another day a little further gone away? I'm slowly disappearing in ways I can't explain. Not broken, not recovering, just thinning into space. I'm still here in the outline, but nothing feels the same. A quiet kind of absence that doesn't need a name. Drifting. I thought I'd feel it happen, like a sudden kind of loss, but it moves without a moment, without a line to cross. No ending, no collapse, no final breath to hold, just a quiet rearranging of everything I've known. I'm slowly disappearing, but I'm not asking why. There's nothing left to hold on to and nothing left to try. If this is how it leaves me, I won't resist the way. I'll fade into the silence that's been calling me to stay. Morning comes, I barely feel if any part of me is real. No resistance, no delay, just slowly drifting away. Drifting away. a sound, like it's careful not to wake. What is left of something real that I no longer know how to take? The light falls thin across the floor. It doesn't reach me like before. Just outlines where I used to be. A quiet absence looking back at me. I move, but not because I choose. More like something I don't refuse. A body following a line that never felt like it was mine. There's no urgency to feel, no resistance, nothing real, just a steady passing through of a life I never knew. This life doesn't ask me to stay. It just unfolds and slips away. No voice that calls, no hand that holds, just empty space. I've come to know this life doesn't need my name. It moves the same, it stays the same. If I disappear inside the frame, would anything remain? I remember wanting more, something I could feel and keep. Now I'm standing at a door that never opens, never sleeps. Every dream I tried to hold feels like something I was told. Not a truth I lived inside, just a shape I learned to hide. There's a distance in my chest, not a loss but something less. Like I've slowly let it go, without knowing what I owe. If I stop, would anything break? Or just continue in my place, like I was never part of this. Just a pause that won't be missed. This life doesn't ask me to stay. It doesn't notice when I fade. Every moment passes clean, like I was never in between. This life doesn't hold me close. It doesn't fear what I might lose. If I vanish from the start, would it echo in a heart? Remind me. Shape, something I could recognize, but it slips through every frame, every truth I try to find. Maybe nothing's meant to stay, not the breath, not even pain. Maybe all I've ever been is a question without end. This life doesn't ask me to stay, but I'm still here anyway. Not for purpose, not for light, just because I didn't fight. This life doesn't need to care if I'm lost or even there. Still I stand inside the grave. Oh, of a life that doesn't ask me to stay. More resistance, no restart. Just a quiet without a heart.
From all the nights I couldn't rest, dreams were fading into gray, like they were slipping far away. But then the sunlight touched my face and slowly filled the empty space, like a whisper through the pain, telling me to try again. Every breath was hard to take, every step felt like it'd break. But the morning pulled me through, with a sky I never knew. I rise with the warm sun through the cracks inside my soul. Let the light fall where it wants to, healing what I can't control. I rise with the warm sun, though I've carried so much weight. I let it go into the open. I don't have to be afraid. Empty streets, but I'm not alone. I hear a peace I've never known. Every shadow starts to fade in the quiet that it made. All the voices in my head, all the words I wish I said, start to lose their heavy sound as my feet touch steady ground. I don't need to run away, I can finally choose to stay in a moment soft and true, where I'm learning to be new. I rise with the warm sun through the cracks inside my soul. Let the light fall where it wants to, healing what I can't control. I rise with the warm sun through the tears I couldn't hide. Now I feel it turning into something warm and alive. If the world comes crashing in, if I fall apart again, I'll remember how it felt when the light began to melt. All the darkness I held tight, all the fear I tried to fight, I don't need to overcome. I just rise with the warm sun. I rise with the warm sun, even when I feel undone. There's a quiet in the blue, Soft light falling on my skin. Day begins without a spin. Colors drift in quiet tones, like I'm waking up at home. Distant echoes passing slow, like the world just learned to glow. Nothing pulling me too tight. Morning feels right. I don't run from where I am. Let it rise just as it can. Take a breath and let it stay. Drift into the day. Morning feels right, safe and still. Every space begins to fill. I don't chase what I can't see. It comes back to me. Morning feels right, slow and kind, like a weight I left behind. No sharp edges in my mind. Morning feels right. Morning feels right. Morning feels right. Curtains dancing in the breeze. Little moments put at ease. Every second feels aligned, like I left the rush behind. I don't need to move too fast. Let the present gently last. Everything just feels so right. Morning feels right. No big answers, no grand plans. Just this moment in my hands. I trust the way it unfolds. Let the quiet hold. Morning feels right, safe and still. Every space begins to fill. I don't chase what I can't see. It comes back to me. Morning feels right, slow and kind, like a weight I left behind. No sharp edges in my mind. Morning feels right. Morning feels right. Morning feels right. If the noise begins to grow, I'll return to what I know. There's a calm I carry through in the light, in the view. Every breath just brings me back. No more need to overtrack. In this space, in this light, everything feels right. waking to a quiet room that feels too small for what I'm holding. There's something heavy in the air, but I don't know how to name it. I let the minutes pass me by, like I'm not fully here to feel them. Just somewhere in between the light and all the dark I never left. I used to think I had to fix every part that felt uncertain, but now I'm sitting with the weight and letting it exist. It's a gentle start or something close, a fragile way to stay afloat. I'm not okay, but I'm still here, and that's enough to disappear into the quiet of the day, where nothing asks me to be changed. If I can breathe, if I can start, that's all I have. A gentle heart. The light arrives without a sound. No grand arrival, no intention. It finds the edges of the room and settles where I let it. I don't feel ready to be new, or leave behind what I've been carrying. But maybe I don't have to choose between the healing and the hurting. There's space enough for both to stay, for loss in something like beginning. I don't need answers right away, just something close to living. It's a gentle start, I'll let it be, a quiet kind of honesty. No perfect shape, no clearer view, just sitting here and making do. It's a gentle start, I understand. There's things I'll never fully plan, but if I stay, if I don't run, that's where the healing has begun. Maybe I was never meant to feel complete or unbroken. Maybe being here like this is more than I have noticed. If I can hold this fragile space without needing to escape it, then maybe that's what it means to slowly create it. It's a gentle start, I won't pretend that I know how this will end, but there's a quiet in my chest that feels a little less compressed. It's a gentle start, and I can see a softer way to carry me, not fixed, not free, not torn apart, just learning how
morning settles on my skin, like it's never really mine. Just a borrowed kind of light, passing through borrowed time. I open eyes I didn't choose, to another waking frame. And for a moment I forget if I still belong to my name. The mirror doesn't argue back, it just shows me what remains. A quiet shape of someone I've been carrying without claim. Every step I try to take feels decided not to wait, like I'm walking through a line drawn before I called it mine. These borrowed days I'm living through don't always feel like something true. Every breath I try to hold feels a hearse already told. This borrowed name I answer to, was it ever really you, or just something I became, while forgetting where I came? Was it ever? I was taught to find a way, shape a future, make it real. But no one spoke about the weight of not knowing how to feel. Every dream I held so tight now feels distant, slightly blurred, like a story I was told but never fully heard. There's a silence underneath every goal I try to reach. Not resistance, not release, just a space beyond my speech. If I stop and turn around, would I hear a truer sound, or just echoes of a voice that was never really choice? These borrowed days I'm living through feel like something I outgrew. Every path I try to claim leads me back without a name. This borrowed life I hold so tight slips between the day and night. If I let it fall apart, would I find a truer start? Not the breath, not skin, not bones. Maybe all I call my own is just something I've been shown. And if that's true, then who am I when I stop and don't reply? Not a title, not a role, just a question with a soul. These borrowed days, I let them be. Not everything belongs to me. If I loosen what I claim, maybe I can leave the frame. This borrowed name, I set it down, let it fade without a sound. If I'm more than what I knew, let me fall into what's true. I don't pretend to understand where I will end. Not defined, not fully known, just a life not full